up here a year ago, we had these same discussions. Talked about the potential of joint efforts with communities, surrounding communities. We even talked, I think, a little bit about joint superintendents with surrounding communities. One thing I do recognize in your cuts is there's very, very few dollars on administrative. You've got some notes there on administrative restructuring. Administrative restructuring is more of a mindset than it is numbers. When you look at administrative restructuring, you're actually looking at a long-term plan to make changes. It isn't just looking at how do we look at it today and tomorrow, but administrative restructuring is you have to have buy-in. It creates new energies from your community when you look at administrative restructuring. Do we need 3 principals? Can we get by with 2? Other communities have done it from kindergarten to 8th, 9th through 12th. You know, are we looking at retirement? So do we do a package? Those are all options. However, I think what we need to look at is if we look at those options today, how does it affect us tomorrow? Is it a 2-year solution or is it a 5-year solution? That's my first question. I don't know that we have an answer for that, but I will ask you, the board, to look into that very closely. In regards to teacher reduction, 0.68 to 0.05 of a teacher. All sorts of teachers. I mean, everything from science to class tech to social studies to English to industrial tech. Attrition. For those of you students in here, I don't know if all you know what attrition is. Attrition is when somebody retires, they simply don't replace them. So just kind of a, you know, thought of that. That's significant reductions in every department. And I want to go back to the teachers. You know, when you start looking at class offerings, you start looking at cutting teachers. You reduce the size, you increase the student-to-teacher ratio, reduce offerings. Open enrollment begins to look very attractive. We've got open enrollment across all of our districts around here. Everybody has the opportunity to go elsewhere. When teachers continue to get cut, class sizes continue to get big, open enrollment becomes more and more visible. And I think those will be our challenges as a school district if we continue to make the cuts you're proposing is that people are going to leave. We're going to be non-competitive in the district from an offering standpoint. The other thing we talked about a year ago was evaluating the study before day week. Districts are still doing this. There's no question about it. I've not heard any discussion about that. And then my closing remarks. You as the board do have choices. There's a comment up here tonight, with all due respect to Mr. Brooks, they do have choices. And I disagree with your comment that they don't have choices. You have choices, and I encourage you